So people, if you're ready, let's quit.
We are the kings of campus!
What's this? What's this?
It's him.
I will return tomorrow night with high expectations. Pray you don't disappoint me.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've had a little bit of a break here, so I'm coming back with some more videos, and all to finish up my Batman and Superman reviews, all for the highly anticipated Batman vs. Superman at the end of the month. And by the way guys, I will be doing a review for that movie when I do go see it. It comes out on like Good Friday and I have no school or classes that day, so it's probably when I'm going to go see it, and I'll probably have a review with some friends up sometime that day, if not that Saturday. But let's talk about Superman the movie. This is the review you guys clicked on, so here we go. Superman the movie came out in 1978 and was really one of the first main big superhero movies to hit the scene. You had movies like Star Wars that kind of broke the barriers of special effects, and this movie didn't do that necessarily, but it was all promoted as, do you believe a man could fly? And I think that this movie, for my parents' generation at least, it conveys what Superman to them is. And I'll be getting into what is Superman later on when I do my other reviews. But this movie is extremely predictable, it's basic, it's a basic Superman movie. It gives you the origin story of Superman, what happens, and there's a villain, Lex Luthor. And Lex Luthor is what he's always after in these movies. He's after land, as always, and Superman Returns really kind of went back to that, but that's a different review, and we'll definitely talk about that when that comes. But this movie stars Christopher Reeve as Clark Kent / Superman, and Clark Kent is a very, you know, he's a nerd. He's got the big glasses and the slicked hair and everything, and it's not to me what Superman is. Superman, while that's great and everything, and it's a lot of fun, and the movie isn't a bad movie, directed by Richard Donner, who directed half of the next movie, which we'll get into when we do Superman 2, this movie is extremely predictable, it's basic in its plot, and for a beginning Superman movie, the flight sequences for the late 70s look good. They're nothing that you can get today with CGI and computer graphics, but it worked for the time. You know, it was a lot of wire work and everything, and like backdrops of like scenery and things that don't really match up or anything, that aren't particularly clear. He's flying around like a Statue of Liberty and you can barely see it. It's basic stuff, but overall it gave you that perception of, wow, Superman, he can fly. You know, that's what it was. It, like the Michael Keaton Batman movies, kind of gave you, this is Batman at this time. Now we're getting into more of the realism of those characters today with the movies like Batman vs. Superman, Man of Steel, and the Dark Knight trilogy. Overall, this movie is pretty basic. Lex Luthor wants to use missiles or something to blow up the San Andreas Fault to break off part of California. It's pretty basic. Superman, you don't get into a whole lot of him. He mentions obviously where he's from and Krypton and all that. We see that in the beginning of the movie. We see Zod and a few of his followers and people. I forget their names off the top of my head. But you see Zod and those people being vanished into the Phantom Zone, which literally looks like a mirror that's flipping in space. Krypton looks like it's like a crystal-y planet and everything, hence the crystals that he uses to create the Fortress of Solitude. But, you know, it's pretty basic stuff. And at the time, this was a movie that wasn't something, it was like, oh, superheroes for kids, and even parents and everybody. My grandparents, I know, took my mom and my uncle and, you know, people to go see this movie. My mom loves this movie. That's her Superman. Christopher Reeve is her Superman. And that's kind of where, you know, the perfect casting of superhero characters began. It was with Christopher Reeve Superman, and nobody else could play Superman. And even today, people still feel like Henry Cavill is not Superman because of the tone that they have gone with in these last two movies. Overall, guys, Superman the movie, it's like a B for me. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, well, You know, that's just like your opinion, man.
It's a good movie. Definitely go check it out if you're a Superman fan. It's definitely great for the lore and everything. But as we all know, the movies after that one weren't as great. Two is alright, and 3 and 4 are just utter wastes. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned very soon for my Superman 2 review, my Superman 3 and 4 review, those 3 reviews will probably be out next week. And my Superman Returns I might put out this week. I don't know if I'm going to do all those in order. And Man of Steel I might do soon as well. I might do that one right before Batman vs. Superman, so it might be like the week of. I still have some Spider-Man reviews to do and Captain America reviews to do, and I got to finish up my Batman movies. So look out for quite a few videos coming out in the next number of days. Here, as I'm on break, you see a different location, the same location where I did my Star Wars The Force Awakens reviews. So yeah, you can check all that out when it all comes up. Thank you guys all for watching. Have a nice day, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.